It's your girl Brittany Diego, and I'm reporting live from my house during quarantine. Look, no one at the top of 2020 could have seen how Rona would come in and disrupt the entire way we operate on a daily basis and the way we do business. If you've been wondering, can I still have a fashion career with this new normal? Well, the answer is yes, but it's just going to look a little bit different. The majority of us have been working from home for the past few months. Remote job positions are going to be the new thing. They're becoming increasingly more popular, and a lot of employers are starting to see, well, my employees can indeed work from home, which saves overhead from them. I don't know if y'all heard, but Twitter announced recently that their employees can work from home indefinitely. That means forever. And yes, I know Twitter isn't a fashion company, but a lot of companies, they tend to take suit and follow the footsteps of the bigger guys. So expect to see a lot more remote positions popping up. So this is a good and a bad thing. Some people have been thriving working from home, others not so much. Luckily, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the 3 different fashion careers that you can pursue from home and help you transition a little better into this work from home life. So the first thing you want to do is dress up like you're going to work. Yes, I know you can send emails in your Snuggie, but trust me, when you put on a blazer and you put on some real pants, it's going to help you feel 10 times as more productive than working in your pajamas. It sends a signal in your mind to operate like you're actually in the workplace, so it's like a simulation. So it definitely helps in increasing your productivity levels. Next thing you want to do is have a designated work area that isn't your bed or your couch. Bonus points for a place that has a lot of natural lighting, which helps boost your mood and again boost your productivity levels. It's so important to create that separation in your spaces so your mind knows when to turn on and off that work mode. Last tip for helping you transition to working from home better is turn off your phone and put it in another room for uninterrupted work time. That way you'll have to decide whether or not it's worth the effort to stop what you're doing, get up, get your phone for a few minutes of scrolling. I hope you found those tips helpful, and now that we've got those out the way, let's get into some fashion jobs that you can do from home, remotely, no matter where you are in the world. First remote job to consider is being a virtual stylist. Look, quarantine or not, people are always going to find a reason to dress up and buy new clothes. And besides that, people are always going to need clothes, period. And even after all this is over and they say we can go back outside, it's going to be a good while before people start feeling comfortable again with such an intimate service. I mean, styling is very intimate. So for now, we're doing it virtually. Virtual styling is going to blow up. Just watch. So if you dream of being a stylist, but this quarantine got you worried, this is a great place to start. People are very much still shopping and still spending money out here, so do not be fooled by what you hear. Your gifts will make room for you. I know you've gotten familiar with Zoom and Skype and Google Hangouts and all of those video conferencing programs, so certain services can definitely be done virtually. You can do virtual personal shopping where you send your clients links of items to purchase, but you're still putting together the looks, or you can do virtual closet cleanses. Virtual closet cleanses are a great service to provide right now because I feel like everyone's at that point where they're getting rid of the old and making room for the new. If you think about it, we always pay for convenience, and an organized closet is very much a convenience to someone who's too busy in the mornings to think about what to wear. It helps them create clarity and start their morning off right, aka not spending time being frustrated because they can't find something to wear. I mean, that person has a million other things on their plate, so you are providing a service of convenience to them by helping take the pressure off their shoulders. Next is virtual personal shopping. So you're going to be pulling items from department stores for your clients to purchase like right now. So what you're going to do as a stylist is you're putting together outfits. You're not just sending them a bunch of random links. So you're going to put together the outfits and then you're going to send them the links to purchase, and they can decide for themselves whether or not they want all of those items or just certain pieces. So they get to pick and choose what they actually want, like a fitting. So here's a tip if you decide to go that route. Make sure that you're doing your digital pulls from places that have large amounts of inventory, most likely department stores, because the last thing you want is to send your client a bunch of links and half of them are sold out. I mean, so frustrating. I know I personally hate when I click on something and I get to the site and it says sold out. I'm like, why is it even on the site? And why would you even show it to me if it's not available? So make sure that you make this process as smooth as possible for your clients, and they'll be sure to come back. Now, as far as creating the outfits, what you're going to do is use an outfit styling app, or if you're good at Photoshop, go ahead and do that. You can also use Canva, which is one of my favorites. So the most popular styling app that stylists used to live by was Polyvore, but unfortunately they no longer exist, RIP to them. But there's been quite a few apps that have stepped up in their place, and these are my top 3 that I will recommend to you. The first one I'd recommend to you is Fashmates. The next one would be shoplook.io, and the other one would be Trend Me. All three of them serve the same function, which allows you to create outfits. They allow you to mix and match different pieces from different brands all around the internet, or you can upload your own looks. So it all comes down to which one's your personal preference. So go ahead and check out all three. Another thing you want to take into consideration when you're setting up your virtual styling business is having a scheduling site. The last thing you want is to have that back and forth. What time are you free? What can you do this time with your client? So having a site to alleviate that is going to be amazing, especially when you're working with clients from different time zones. So the sites I recommend for that are Acuity and Calendly. I personally use Calendly. Again, the same case with the outfit styling apps. It all comes down to which one is your personal preference. So your next option for getting hired and paid as a virtual stylist is by working for a subscription bots company. So these subscription bots companies have become increasingly popular in recent years, especially now during quarantine, because it allows you to be a personal stylist from a distance. Now, the way they work is they have you create or curate, I should say, a bots for your clients. So they're going to send you all the information for that client. Maybe they're just doing this one time because they have a special event, or maybe they're looking to change up their wardrobe. So they're going to send you that person's likes, their dislikes, where they live. So you can take all that into consideration. For example, someone in Florida, you're probably not going to be styling them in sweaters and long sleeves, and someone in maybe Alaska or even international in London, where it's mostly gray and cloudy, you're not going to be sending them summer clothes. So all of that you got to take into consideration, and there's several sites like this. So Stitch Fit's at the top of my head, Daily Look, ThreadUp. So you really just got to do your research and find out which one works best for you. So what I'm doing here is I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom, and this is what I do for any company that I'm looking to see if they're hiring, and I'm going to go to their careers tab. So I'm going to click on available jobs. And now I want to see if they're hiring for stylists. So I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so here I see that they are, and they're hiring stylists on different levels. So they're hiring styling support leads, styling support agents, manager of remote styling. So depending on your level of experience, but if you're just coming into the game, most likely you're going to be their Stitch Fit's part-time stylist. So do take note that they're only hiring in these locations, but something like this where it says remote USA, that's a little bit more open. So again, you definitely want to keep that in mind and take a look at the job description to see what it's all about. And so you can check this out and see if this sounds like something that you'd be into. So another popular subscription bot service is Daily Look. So I'm going to go to their website. So here is their website, and as you can see, it is a completely different vibe from Stitch Fit's. So that's why I say do your research on these subscription bots companies and figure out which one works best for you. Daily Look definitely caters to a younger, hipper customer base than Stitch Fit's. So again, I'm going to scroll down, and this is how it works. The customer is going to fill out a style quiz, and it's going to take into account their budget, their lifestyle preferences, their style, and you as a stylist, you already know up front what you're going to do. So you're going to select 12 pieces per each bot. And I'm going to scroll down and see if they're hiring. Go into the careers. And it doesn't look like they're currently hiring, but what you want to do is bookmark this link, dailylook.com/careers, and constantly check that, because these companies are growing by the day, so you never know when opportunities are going to come up. Now, another thing I want to do is go to our classic Google, and I'm going to type in simply remote styling careers or styling jobs. And here are the opportunities that pop up. So the one that catches my eye immediately is online fashion stylist for Stella & Dot, which is a company that I am familiar with, so I know it's legit. So online fashion stylist, you can work from anywhere, great. So yeah, you're gonna read the job description and see if it's something up your alley. One thing I do want to note is when you're looking for these styling jobs, make sure that they're actually fashion styling, because sometimes opportunities for hairstylists come up. I've actually had people reach out to me because I say I'm a stylist on social media, and they're like, oh my god, I've been dying for a new hairstyle, and I'm like, I'm not that type of stylist. So you can see on the side over here the different places that are hiring. So yes, you're going to want to go through each of these and see which ones work for you and send out your resume to each of them. This next remote career option is definitely for you if you enjoy storytelling, writing, or reading magazines. So that's going to be being a fashion editor or contributing writer to a fashion publication. Your job is going to consist of writing stories that are going to be featured in a publication, whether printed or online. Most likely it's going to be online because that's the direction we're moving towards as a society in general. So yes, it's absolutely one of those roles that you can do successfully without having to go into the office. As long as you have your laptop, then you have your workspace. For this role, you're going to need strong writing skills. So even if you've never worked in fashion before and you're looking to transition into the industry, this is one of those transferable skills that you can take from other industries and apply to fashion, and it's definitely going to work in your favor. Plus, it wouldn't hurt to have a background in writing or journalism for this role. You're essentially a reporter at that point, so having experience is crucial. Whether that experience comes from working in the field or maybe you did an internship while you were in school. Either way, having that experience under your belt is a major key. So if that sounds like something that's up your alley and you're really interested in that role, the way you go about getting this position is finding out who is the head writer of the magazine style column or that publication style stories, find their contact information, and send them your writing samples. You want to make sure that you really study that publication and make sure that your writing matches their tone and voice. It not only shows that you did your homework and you didn't just send out a mass email asking for jobs, but it helps them better envision you as a member of their team because you're already writing in the style that matches what they're currently doing. Last but not least, another path you can pursue from home is PR, which stands for public relations. On the most basic level, a publicist's role is to get their client's business featured in the media, or as they call it in the industry, get them placements. This could be on TV, in magazines, on a red carpet, in a gifting suite, the list goes on. And again, this can be done from home. All you need is some good Wi-Fi and some persuasive writing skills because you're going to be sending out a lot of pitches. Now, this is another one of those roles that you can succeed in even if you have no previous fashion experience because honestly, the writing and having connections is what's going to really make you successful. Your job is to leverage your relationships and get those placements for your clients. So if you're really good at networking and have a good network of contacts working in different parts of the industry or in a media role, that's a huge advantage. Your client can be anyone from a designer who wants you to get them some buzz for their upcoming collection or for their upcoming fashion show, or it could be someone who has a product and they want that product featured in a magazine, or maybe someone who wants their clothing and their items in the hands of the hottest celebrities and the biggest influencers. So it could be that and a million other things in between. Basically, your job is to make that happen, whatever that is. So no matter what path you ultimately decide to take, my motto is to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That means gather all the materials that you need to apply for that job before you even fill out the application or pitch to a client. That means if you're going for that editor or contributing writer role, make sure you have your writing samples ready on deck. If you're looking to start your virtual styling business, start putting together different looks so you can have examples of what you can do for potential clients. If you're reaching out to someone individually, instead of emailing them and saying, hey, I would love to style you, send them a custom mood board so they can visualize what you can do for them. My point is to always be ready. You just never know when an opportunity is going to come up. And failing to plan is planning to fail, in my opinion. So if you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And let me know if any of these career options are up your alley. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next week.